had oddly shaped feet. The arsonist. The arsonist.
Oh, yeah, we are live. Let's do a little push. Let's do a quick push. We are a little bit late.
Oh, dude, I'm all in the push right now. I'm so in. Dude, don't forget that, dude. We got a double push though. We got to get the Facebook too.
Son of a bitch, I forgot about that.
I know, dude. Whoa, relax. Like, share,
send in chat.
Share now.
Facebook.
I'm gonna throw it on my Facebook story too. What the fuck is that?
Sure, why not?
Dude, why is it playing my shit? Just let me share it to my story.
That happened to me too.
All right. I mean, I'm all about accessibility to the content, but geez Louise.
How do I do it?
Man.
Oh, there it is. I got it. Share now. There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
I'm ready to go. 3.
Let's do it.
1. Philly!
Hello, everybody. Hello, Philadelphia. Welcome back once again to yet another edition of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. As always, my name is Ryan Conway, and joining me here is my illustrious co-host and wartime consigliere, Sam Glavin. And, of course, we have our producer, Seamus G, behind the glass, pulling the strings, mixing it up for us. Holy shit, Sam. Oh, my God. Has it been a day? Has it been a day? We're coming to you guys live here on the Liberty Line Podcast Network, not on Wolves Wednesday. So on a Tuesday. We apologize. I mean, Sixers season opener tomorrow night, which is very exciting. We're going to talk birds in a little bit. We're even going to talk a little puck because the Flyers are really the only team giving me any hope right now. But right now, Sam, there's only one thing to do. And that's open with the doghouse, brought to you by Wide Plank Floor Supply. Visit their website at www.wideplankfloorsupply.com. Get a recommendation for a contractor. Get a quote. Wide Plank Floor Supply. If it's wide, they've got it. Sam, I mean, who do we have in the doghouse? Who's getting inducted into the Doghouse Hall of Fame, lifetime member of the doghouse?
It's none other than Ben Simmons. I mean, this guy has been in my doghouse countless times. Years and years. Right now, we're just starting to understand. And it's just every day with this guy. It is every single day I'm hearing more loserish shit out of Ben Simmons. And I am so sick and tired of listening to just the next antic that he does. First, it was, I don't know how true this was, but you saw the tweet from Liberty Line, like just trying to stir the pot a little bit. Oh, he was practicing with his phone in his pocket, which totally something that he would do, regardless of whether it was true or not.
It wasn't true, but it doesn't matter. It might as well have been.
Yeah, might as well. So, and then we come today. I mean, this is just on top of everything that he's done, like since everything that he's done since passing up that dunk against the Atlanta Hawks has just been. It's just piled on top of each other, just like a dog shitting in a backyard. Like it's terrible what he's been. And he got kicked out. So he got kicked out of practice this morning.
He did
because he didn't want to do a drill.
Dude, that was ridiculous.
Like what?
The way that whole situation unfolded is just it's honestly embarrassing. I mean, I'm sitting there and as many thousands of Philadelphia 76ers fans. We're doing in that NBC Sports Philadelphia YouTube live stream, and we're sitting there waiting for Ben Simmons to come on, and then it hits noon, the fateful hour when Ben Simmons is slated to talk to the media. Holy shit, we're gonna finally hear from this guy in a press conference. We haven't heard from him directly in months and months and months and months, and then he just doesn't show. Or at least initially we're like, he hasn't shown up. Minutes have passed. This is getting ridiculous. What happened? And then the floodgates open. Ben Simmons has been suspended 1 game for a contract detrimental to the team. Ben Simmons was kicked out of practice for refusing to do a drill and for acting and being disengaged with practice and being a distraction on our practice court in Camden. Doc Rivers just tossed his ass. He said, Ben, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to be here. Ben just dropped his ball and left. And just the way that it all kind of came out was just, we were all so curious as to what he was going to say in this press conference. We're like, what the hell could he possibly have to say? What is he going to do? What's his angle going to be? And some people thought he wasn't going to show up, but this was not the circumstance that I expected. I at least thought that maybe he could muster up the ability to be a professional, even in an incredibly awkward situation. And now he's just made everything worse. This whole day, his antics today, and the way that it all transpired on the day he had a press conference scheduled, just completely slams the door on Ben Simmons in the doghouse. Just
Ryan, there are basically 3 answers that you have to give during a press conference. One is that I'm looking forward to the rest of the season and playing with my teammates and trying to win a championship. That's the main one, right? That you can pretty much answer every question with that sentence.
Yeah.
How hard is it just to get through practice? You show up to the press conference and you say, "Yep, I'm glad to be back." Even if you don't believe it, who gives a fuck what you believe, right? You're playing basketball in the NBA. You're making millions of dollars. I don't care what you say in the press conferences. You just say, just get through them and go back and start working on your jump shot.
Right.
All you have to do is show up and say that sentence and say, "Yep, glad to be back. Looking forward to trying to bring the city a championship." Easy. He can't even do that. He can't even do that. And so, do you know what? Ryan, I've been saying it for 2 years now. Get him out. Get him out.
And man, I'm sitting here just like so confused by Ben Simmons because he wants to be traded. This is no way to get traded. This is not how you go about.
His stock is plummeting as we speak.
And even if you don't care about your trade value, don't crater it completely. Even if you're like, you know what, fuck the Sixers. I'm going to make sure that they get, a pretty shitty return for me. I get it. You know what? Screw you, screw us, screw you, whatever. Just get out the door. But he has said, or at least his people have said, that he is interested in making sure he gets traded for a fair value and making sure everything works out well in the end. And this is completely counterintuitive to that point.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous, and it's childish behavior. And people are defending it, Sam. That's what I find so insane. And I've noticed that it's Lyle. Even Lyle is unhappy with Ben Simmons right now.
Yeah.
The one Philly guy that defends Ben Simmons is now like, Jesus Christ, maybe this is getting a little bit out of hand. I still love Ben Simmons, but I'm a Sixers fan first, and this is ridiculous. Now we've got people from Memphis. We've got people from just dog shit sports cities and sports towns across America commenting on a situation that they just started to hear about since the end of the playoffs. There was always the Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, maybe they don't fit together narrative, but that was just more national media. But now there are just people coming out from the woodwork to defend Ben Simmons. I don't know if this is for engagement. I don't know if this is just for them to have a take that's different, or they're just completely ignorant to the situation and have no idea, which is what I believe it is. I truly believe that these people are just dumb. Or not dumb. They're definitely dumb.
No, they're dumb.
They're uninformed. And they're willingly ignorant. They're willfully ignorant. You could fix ignorant, but you can't fix stupid. And these people are both. So where does that leave us, Sam?
It's the NBA. Like I just can't. This is why I don't like the NBA. I can't deal with all this. Like Ben Simmons, this would never happen in the MLB. Let me just say that, or the NHL. None of this shit would happen. Ben Simmons. Just get him out. And then so let's talk about Joel Embiid, right? Joel Embiid he comes to the press conference, right? I'm questioning whether or not, and this is purely just me, like this is just the English major in me right now, okay? So do you think that he meant to say, I don't care about that man, or I don't care about that, man?
That's the big question. That's the big grammatical question that is plaguing this entire discussion. I just don't think he cares about that man. I don't think there's a comma. I think that man is the object of that sentence.
So too.
Because he followed it up with, he just does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Because just the way the sentence is structured leads me to believe that that's what he was doing. And either way, it's pretty much the same meaning. But just to hear Joel he was fed up already when he was talking about how he catered his game to Ben Simmons, which he absolutely did. Although I don't really know how much of a criticism you can make because that made Joel a better player. I mean, it forced him out of his comfort zone. And Ben Simmons is a guy who's talking about how he's been forced out of his comfort zone, but his own willingness to not shoot, his lack of willingness to shoot, has actually pushed his teammate out of his comfort zone. So it's a whole muddled mess. It's just bullshit. And Ben Simmons has to go. I don't care what we get in return for him. I really don't. Normally I do. Normally that's my big
peanuts
thing.
And a pat on the ass on the way out the door. I'll take it. Get the fuck out. Get out. Ryan, I don't care what we get for this guy. He is just it's not good for the team. It's not good for the organization. And how do you think the organization has handled it so far?
The organization has done great. I think the organization has done everything right. I mean, are they completely free of blame? No. Long term, not entirely. That's crazy. But Ben Simmons is the issue here.
Yeah.
And the organization, people really thought, Clutch and Ben really thought they were going to fuck up Josh Harris's money. They really thought that Josh Harris was going to lose money. Are you kidding me? He fired staff during a pandemic. He jacked up Sixers season ticket prices. There's a fee just to be on the waiting list now. There's not that for Eagles games. Granted, that's a long-ass waiting list.
It's a long waiting list.
I'm on it. I'm on Shamus G, and I signed up. We'll get them when we're about 50 plus. But regardless, the organization has done everything right, and it's made me incredibly happy. And it's really made Ben Simmons look like a clown. And speaking of Ben Simmons looking like a clown, there is a picture of Ben Simmons that says clown on his face with a big red clown nose, blowing smoke out of his nose, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they can add that in post. But that is a t-shirt available for purchase on Design Tree right now. Go on to libertyline.com, click on shop, go to designtree.com. You can find the Liberty Line under branches and buy a clown shirt. Are you kidding me? It's got clown right here, black out his eyes, much like my shirt that I did. I'm going to need some royalties on that because that's proprietary information. So you can have a little conversation. I'll be in touch with your lawyer. Oh, wait, I am your lawyer, Drew.
Yeah, you are.
No. Oh, no. Yeah, just like Ben Simmons, you found yourself in a financial pickle. But regardless, the organization really did make Ben Simmons look like a clown. They really did. And they're continuing to do it.
I think it's hilarious how they've been handling the money stuff. Like we talked about it last episode, how they put all of his money like in an escrow account where he can't access it until he came back. And now, like, it's just fine on top of fine on top of fine. He's gotten, what is it, $1.4 million in fines so far, and the season hasn't even started yet. He hasn't made any money. It's so great. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's hilarious how Daryl Morey and Josh Harris have just been like, yep, fuck this guy.
yeah. Everyone in the Sixers is just like, Doc Rivers, dude. Doc Rivers is like, you could tell in his press conference the day before or whenever that was for his media availability when he was talking about the chemistry will come back. It'll be okay. And, my good, friend of me, Beer Can Brain, replied that Doc is talking like he's trying to make it all seem like everything's going to be okay. And that's exactly what he was doing because he's just clearly had enough with Ben. Everybody has. I'm fed up.
Yeah. You should be. Oh, you think Doc Rivers is thinking he's such a treasure right now? Kiss my ass. You remember when he said that?
Doc Rivers?
Yeah, he said Ben Simmons is a treasure. You really think he's think he's a treasure right now, Doc?
He spent so much time and Doc is like me right now. He spent so much time and effort defending Ben Simmons.
True.
And it's ruined. It's all ruined. It's all out the door. It's done because of Ben Simmons' own selfishness that we've cataloged on this show for months and months and months and months and months. Doc Rivers is maybe a fraud. He's the losingest playoff coach in NBA history. He makes the playoffs, but it's really easy to make the playoffs in the NBA. So the fact that the guy can't win games in the playoffs, it's like this is a clear issue that he's had. So Doc Rivers is also like a bitch, but he handled Ben the only way that he could. He tried to handle it behind closed doors. Brett went to the media. That didn't work. Doc tried to work with Ben, and in the media, he would defend him tirelessly to the point where even me, a Ben Simmons apologist, was like, all right, Doc, come on. Like, you're being a little over the top. It's a little excessive. Like, we all get that Ben Simmons is good. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But no.
Mm-hmm. I'm so sick. And the season haven't even started yet, and I'm so sick of this fucking basketball team already. It's just, and maybe it's just because, like, obviously it has to do with Ben Simmons, but we're gonna be talking about it all year. We're gonna be talking about it all year long.
Yep,
that's what it's gonna be. Absolutely. It's gonna be all about Ben Simmons, and I hate. I hate that we have to make it all about one guy when we have a whole other squad. We've talked about Joel Embiid once. We haven't talked about a single other guy yet.
Yep.
And we've been talking about this for 15 minutes.
I don't give a shit about it. I don't give a shit about this team right now. Because this team without Ben Simmons right now, it's not a contender. As much as I hate Ben Simmons, he's a fucking great basketball player. And if he could develop, here's the thing, dude. We're screwed. We're screwed with Ben. We're screwed without Ben. But we're more screwed without Ben. At least while he's sitting out. At least what if we move Ben for some pieces and we get some guys some help, that's a different story. But if Ben Simmons is sitting on the bench eating up 30 million cap space and we're sitting there with our thumb up our ass, just waiting for something to happen, this is not going to be fun. This is not going to be a fun start to the season with Ben on the bench. What? Maxi point guard
Maxi
one.
PG
Yeah.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But who on this team can lock down a basketball court like Ben Simmons? Absolutely nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Matisse Thybulle.
No. He's not as long as Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is 6'10" and moves like Matisse. Matisse is just Ben, but shorter and not as good a ball handler and not as good a passer and not as good a playmaker. And so you see where everything kind of starts to fall apart. Like I fucking hate Ben Simmons. I want him off my basketball team, but he's a really good player and he can help this team if he just is a person, if he just is a professional and he is just any normal basketball player. I'm done. I'm done with him. And Luke is saying if Matisse can develop his offensive game, that'll be the biggest positive of the season. Yeah. If Matisse Thybulle can completely change as a player, that'd be amazing.
I'm so sick of waiting on these fucking guys to develop their offensive games. I'm sick of it. Come to the NBA with some offensive game. How about that?
How long have you been playing basketball? You're bad? Yeah. You're bad at shooting?
Why do we get stuck with all the defensive specialists?
I don't fucking know. Because they have intangibles.
Well, they can't make a shot. How are we supposed to win games if they can't make shots?
The length and the lateral movement.
Put it in the basket.
Just put it in the basket. Put it in the basket.
What do we do? It's the National Basketball Association.
The basket's in the name of the game, right? And you can do everything but the basket part.
It's in the name. Like if there was it would just be called ball. If you didn't have to put it there, you have to put it in the basket.
Dude, if basketball was a game where you just dribbled around and passed the ball,
like Ben Simmons would be the best player ever.
Be the greatest of all time. Yeah. But it's not what it is. It's just not what it is at all. You got to put the ball in the basket.
You put it through the hole, through the net.
Up and in. But who cares? But really, who cares?
Jesus Christ, Ryan. I can't believe the season hasn't even started yet. It starts tomorrow.
We haven't previewed. I don't want to preview. We're playing the Pelicans. Who fucking cares? We're going to lose, though. We are going to lose. We're going to lose.
Yeah, probably.
Dude, Ben Simmons just being in the city of Philadelphia is just ruining all the vibes.
Yeah.
He's just killing. It's like the Kapler stench of like 2019.
Oh, God.
That still lingers over the city.
I got to get another beer. Hold on.
It's tough, Sam. It's a tough life that we lead as Philly sports fans, especially as Philly sports fans who talk about it once a week for an hour, completely uncensored. Granted, this is part therapy, but it's also kind of like this is like akin to self-harm almost having a Philly sports podcast.
Yeah. Might have to go talk to somebody soon.
Yeah, dude. Hey, maybe I can talk to someone, recommend Ben Simmons. Maybe. Hey,
recommend.
Doc. I got a buddy.
Ben Simmons needs more than a therapist, Ryan. And I'll point to your article and say he needs a spiritual journey through the Himalayas.
He does. He needs to go to a Buddhist temple in Nepal and meditate, and then he needs to go to the Australian bush and bludgeon a wombat to death with a basketball to really become one with it.
Amen. I'm in.
Amen, brother. That's gonna do. Fuck the Sixers, man. I'm so done.
I'm done. Let's talk about another terrible basketball or a terrible team, and let's talk about the Eagles.
Oh, great! Oh, awesome! Oh my God, it's so much better. My mood has changed.
Yeah,
I'm in a better mood now. Look how happy I am to talk Eagles.
I'm ecstatic,
dude. This team fucking sucks, dude.
They're bad. They're a bad football team. Yeah.
They're running a Chip Kelly offense. They're literally running a high school offense.
Yep.
The only benefit is they're not going hurry up every play. That's
Ryan,
the only
so
thing
help me God.
Is.
If I see another screenplay, I might off myself.
Dude, here's like, I love a screen.
Listen,
he knows this. I know. Like
not every other play.
You make a point.
Every other play, it's a screen. And,
it's crazy.
And Miles Sanders still isn't touching the football.
He's not.
I mean, I feel like Kenneth Gainwell and Miles Sanders both have the same amount of touches.
Kenneth Gainwell has fewer touches, but has more yards per carry.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And part of it is they're just not setting Miles up for success. And I think some of that is going to change with Lane Johnson coming back to the team.
True.
I do think that's going to be a huge positive, not having to have Mailata at right tackle because he's not good at right tackle. He's just not. He's never played football before. He's literally only played left tackle, or at least trained for it. We put him on the right before. So it's just good to have everybody in their natural position when we're trying to run the football, especially when we're really struggling with it. But, dude, I swear to God, man. Jeff Lurie's in the booth calling plays. Like, he's because it's crazy. It's either that or another thing that people are saying is that a lot of these are run-pass options, but Jalen Hurts is just not – he's choosing the pass option of the run-pass option. He's just pulling the ball and then scrambling and sliding behind the line of scrimmage. Just completely asinine. There were a ton of plays on Thursday night where you go back and you look at it, and you see that Miles Sanders has an open running lane, but Jalen Hurts pulls the football and then throws a shitty out route 5 yards over the receiver's head, or another shitty out route 5 yards infield of the receiver when you should be throwing it to the boundary. It's like football 101.
Yeah.
So I really am starting to have obviously Nick Sirianni is not helping Jalen Hurts, especially when you're giving this guy who really feels like he needs to carry this offense, when you're giving him the option. Because if you're call a run play, call a straight up run play. Do not make it a run pass option and make Jalen hand the ball off, because Jalen thinks he has to do it all. And he can't, and he shouldn't. And dude, I mean, look at this offense versus the Buccaneers. 21 points. He had a fumble, 213 yards. Like, not impressive. Not impressive at all. 3 out of 10 on third down. Had the ball for 20 minutes out of 60. Ran nine called run plays that weren't Jalen Hurts.
Jesus of Nazareth.
We can't do that.
At least our penalty yards are down. They're only 41 yards off 4 penalties.
That was huge. That was massive. But it didn't matter because the team was bad. And then Jalen Hurts padded his stats in garbage time yet again to, avoid criticism.
Yep. I don't want to be the one to say it, but no, you know what? I'm not going to say it. I'm going to get flamed. I don't want to say it. I'll tell you after the show.
After the show? Okay. All right. A smart, measured individuals here. We're sports minds. All right. But yeah, dude, it's just not working out. It's not working out. Granted, there are positives. There are good things about this offense. That's what's exactly. It's what makes it so frustrating.
That's what I keep saying. Like, I keep coming back to Jalen Hurts and be like, there are just flashes of greatness there. Like, there are flashes of a really, really good quarterback. And then and I just keep thinking to myself, man, he just needs to just stop doing that. Just stop making those stupid mistakes. You're a good quarterback. I see it. We all see it. And he's got the intangible. He's got the mindset, right? Part of that mindset's hurting him right now, like you said, because he feels like he's got to do everything. But
Carson Wentz-itis.
Dog, I don't need
a mobile quarterback in a stale offense where you have the ball, where you have him throwing the ball that much. It's just what the fuck is Jalen even supposed to do? Look, he's missing throws. I've said it. I'm a huge critic. I'm honestly starting to critique Jalen Hurts more and more every week. Obviously, I want to give him the full season because fuck this season anyway. We're not winning anything with this team, and that's okay. But the way we lose games, the way everything is made to look closer, and Jalen Hurts adds to his stats in like the last quarter of the game when we're already down 21. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah, they kept it close, against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That's not keeping it close.
Got creamed. No, that's not keeping it close. They got crushed.
they're in prevent defense trying to prevent the big play, and which is so funny when you go prevent almost every time in the NFL. It immediately leads to chunk plays. Like, do people not see that? Because I feel like it happens every time. The Bucs play. See, here's why Jalen Hurts succeeds in garbage time, because we're down so many points that the opponent's defense plays the exact same style of defense that Jonathan Gannon calls all game, which is if you want an 8-yard, hook route, it's there. You want 10 yards, we might have a guy on you, maybe. Like that's the kind of shit they're running, and so that's why Jalen Hurts is able to have success down the stretch when we're down 3 touchdowns, and that's why he's able to add those yards. They're like, oh, shit. Oh, look at him run for that first down. Let's get hype. 8 minutes left. We're only down like 3 touchdowns. No. It is exciting in the moment because you think it could lead to a comeback. And you're like, oh, we kept it close. No, you didn't. They let you back in to try it, like, just because they fucked up and they got a little too comfortable. It's not because of any offensive genius or late game heroics, defying all odds from Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. That's just not what it is at all.
No. The Buccaneers brought back every starter they had from their Super Bowl year, which was last year. Do you really think the Eagles could have kept it close if the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't want to crush them? Then that's what happened, because they clearly did not want to run up the score on the Philadelphia Eagles for whatever reason. No. I don't care.
I think it's just we've won. Let's just, it's a short week. Let's just take it easy. We got them where we want them, and if we need to turn it on, we can turn it on. And that's exactly what happened.
Tom Brady doesn't lose those football games.
No.
Doesn't give those up. The one time he did, we got a ring out of it. I mean, I thought we were the better football team that year, anyways.
Oh yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
Not at all.
Yeah, Eagles suck. I hate them.
Yeah, dude, the Eagles, they struggle, man, and it goes down to the defense as well. I mean, I'm surprised. 102 rushing yards. I guess. That's lower than I expected, but it was pretty much whenever they wanted, they could do it. But they were destroying us through the air, 34 of 42 attempts, because Tom Brady gets the ball out so quick, and we're like, okay, let's play exactly into your game. Let's give them 8 yards of space off the line of scrimmage. Are you fucking stupid?
Let's not jam him on the line. Yeah,
I'm fucking done with this guy. This guy can't call a defense. I don't think he knows what football is. I really don't. He's like,
it's bad.
He's calling plays like we got a lead. Like these fronts and coverages, like what happened to the Swiss Army knife style of defense we were promised in the preseason? What we saw against Atlanta.
Yeah, Tom Brady lives. He's made a 20-year career out of a 6 to 8 yard gain on a pass,
and we gave him that every play.
He's made like close to $1 billion on that exact principle right there.
Yes,
and we're playing off the line.
Off the line.
Like, what?
And it happens so much that our defense is like, oh fuck, let's play them a little closer, and then they get burnt because they're thinking, all right, we just got to stop this. No, because Tom Brady is actually an actual quarterback and can throw a deep ball. He can do it. He just doesn't need to, because you've been giving him 8-yard under routes all night long to the tune of what was it, 34 for 42. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
34 for 42. There you go. Yeah.
It was really funny because the Eagles had a stroke of genius today. Right when the whole Ben Simmons thing was unfolding, like at 11:30 today, that's when the Eagles had press availability for their coordinators, and Jonathan Gannon went close to the end, right when Ben Simmons was meant to be talking. So nobody fucking paid attention. There was no media. I mean, like the big name, like Howard Eskin was obviously at Sixers camp. A lot of people were at Sixers camp that are big names in Philly media. So perfect day to send out Jonathan Gannon.
And even so, unbelievable.
And even so, dude, there's an absolutely amazing quote from him. By amazing, I mean absolutely, like one of the dumbest fucking things I've ever seen. Kevin Kincaid
on a scale of 1 to Kapler. What are we talking?
Kapler. Kapler bad.
Oh my God.
This is
Read
easily
to me,
Kapler
baby.
bad.
I can't wait. Here we go.
So he gets
me.
the question. Why hasn't defensive end Ryan Kerrigan been productive? He has like 1 tackle all season.
Yeah. A Philly killer.
Jonathan Gannon goes, what?
I said a Philly killer in Ryan Kerrigan. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still doing it. He's like the Al Horford of that whole situation.
Oh, he's 100% Al Horford. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Gannon goes, on the stat sheet, you mean? Because in my opinion, he has been productive. How would I quantify that? Is he lines up, he gets a line the correct way, he plays with his eyes the right way, he's asked to do the techniques that we're asking him to do, and he's playing winning football within his role.
Who is playing winning football? But I have many
Ryan
things
Kerrigan
to say on this,
apparently
but
is playing winning football.
My first is like, who on this roster is playing winning football right now? What's our record?
Everyone is playing losing football. It's 2-3.
Everyone's playing losing football as far as I'm concerned. We're 2-4.
2-4?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
This is a losing football team. How can one guy be playing winning football? That makes zero sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
If you would have read that quote to me, I would have said, hey, when did Gabe Kapler start coaching football?
Dude, right? That's Kapler bad, right?
That was
completely
a
unaware
quote.
Trying to preserve a player's ego that sucks major eggs, bro. Like freaking huevos grandes.
Read it again. Read it one more time.
I'll read it one more time for you here. Just let me get this. Why hasn't Ryan Kerrigan been productive? This was asked by Dave Zangaro, and Gannon said, on the stat sheet, you mean? Because in my opinion, he has been productive. How would I quantify that? As he lines up, he gets a line the correct way. It's the same fucking thing. He plays with his eyes the right way. He's asked to do the techniques that we're asking him to do, which is no shit. He's asked to do it, and you're asking him. And he's playing winning football within his role, which he is not, as he has 1 fucking tackle, and we're 2-4. So everything in here is bullshit. Every single piece of that is bullshit.
For me, it's how would I quantify that? Well, if you look at the fucking stat sheet, you idiot. Like there's a very easy way to quantify this. This is not like this isn't baseball where he's like dropping down a bunt and like that or maybe doing like a hit and run where he doesn't, or like sack flies where he's like doing
like that at all.
It's not baseball. Like this is football. Like you are paid on how much you tackle a guy, on how many times.
Like we're getting the ball ran on us, and QBs have too much time in the pocket. He's a defensive lineman. Both of those things are his responsibility, and we're getting absolutely rocked. And I do love that
pressures are a stat,
and they are. You can't get those. You can't get those. You can't get any stats. He's terrible. But here's the thing: it's like putting all it sounds like we're putting all this on Ryan Kerrigan. No, this is more a Jonathan Gannon burn than anything else. Because here's the thing:
for sure.
Ryan Kerrigan's an old guy. If he's washed, he's washed. Sucks. He wanted to play another year, but he's bad. But the coaching staff has to realize that and stop putting him on the field and stop putting him in positions to fail, because that's exactly what Jonathan Gannon is doing. He's setting up all of his players to fail. Nick Sirianni is setting up the offense to fail. Jonathan Gannon is fucking running like cover 2 fucking bullshit, like the base coverage in Madden. That's literally what there's like when you first download Madden, like the first playbooks you get in Ultimate Team. Like that's what we're working with here. This is horrible. This is the coach suggestions, and you don't scroll the next page because you're like, I don't even know football.
Yeah.
I don't know all these plays. I don't know what would be a good play to run. What does the coach want to run? That's literally, it's like, but the coach suggestions is a text message from Jeffrey Lurie going, hey, throw the ball. Let's do it. Hey,
it's unbelievable.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah.
Throw it. Throw the ball, Nick.
Just throw it. Oh my gosh. And so I get that this is like a passing lead or a passing league. I get all that. But give me a sec.
I'm sorry.
I get that this is a passing league, right? But the whole point nowadays with the run game is to take pressure off of the quarterback who is maybe not having such a great game, right?
Yeah.
So why are we trying to force a guy who is still trying to get his feet under him to throw the ball 50 times a game?
Because the coaching staff is full of numbskulls, and the organization is run by a senile old man that has more interest in playing a style of football that he likes than whatever is conducive to winning. We're getting the Jerry Jones event. This is the Jerry Jones effect. This is the Jeffrey Jones Jerry Lurie situation. Which came first?
Wow.
Obviously Jerry Jones, but Jeff Lurie, he's starting to. I mean, he doesn't have his own radio show or anything like Jerry Jones level of me. This is my team, me. But in terms of the inner workings of the Eagles, I think we saw from that Jeff McClain article that came out from a lot of different sources at the end of last season, and we're seeing it now. Everyone was like, "Oh man, Nick Sirianni." They hired him because he's a puppet, because he's a first-time head coach, and he's not going to say no, and he's going to do what they said. And
that was our biggest worry.
That's literally exactly what's happening.
It was our biggest worry going into this year, because first of all, we thought we were going to have. Did we at that point? We thought we would still have Carson Wentz at that point, right?
Yeah.
So we thought maybe bring in a guy from a Frank Reich regime, right? And maybe help out Carson Wentz a little bit, maybe develop a quarterback out of, or make him a little bit better. Carson Wentz out the window. And now then we go into the Jalen Hurts era, right? And we're like, all right, he's a first year quarterback, right? Why are we throwing the ball 50 times a game with a first year quarterback? It's not like we picked him number 1 overall. We got him in the second round, and he played 4 games last year, and we have an all-pro running back, or he should be an all-pro running back if he got his touches.
Yeah,
it's BS.
Ridiculous, man. And heading into this next matchup against the Raiders, I mean, it's 2 dysfunctional organizations butting heads. I mean, this could possibly be one of the worst football games of the season, Samuel. I mean, you realize the potential for that. That Panthers game was bad, but, dude, I'm talking high levels of ineptitude on all sides of the football here. That's what I'm seeing. And I wish this was a prop. Maybe our friends over at Park Sportsbook, who I'll tell you about in a little bit, our friends over at Park Sportsbook can put this together for us in maybe a month or two. Is this game going to be good or bad? I don't know how we can quantify that, but I'm sure there are some parameters that make for a good and a bad game. And this is definitely going to be a bad football game. It's going to be a horrible football game.
Yeah,
there might be.
I can't wait for it. I can't wait to watch with my roommate. My roommate's a Raiders fan. He's from New Jersey. I don't know. It's a whole thing.
That's weird.
He's a Raiders fan.
That's weird.
Yeah, he's a Raiders fan. I think. Well, his dad grew up a Raiders fan, but he's also from New Jersey. So, like, I guess I see it like the excuse.
Like, there's only so much you can do with the situation you're born into. But I do have some questions for the dad, though.
Yeah, for sure. Anyways, and he's like just about as diehard. Like, he's just literally a diehard Raiders fan. Like, listens to Raiders podcasts. Like,
awesome.
Which I didn't even know existed. I'm sure. I mean, there are, obviously, because he listens to them. But I can't wait to sit down and watch this horrendous football game with him.
It's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad. But that being said, I've watched a lot of Raiders football this year. And there's one guy we got to go after. And I'll tell you who it is. It's this Leatherwood guy. He's the right tackle for the thing. I think he played for Alabama. But he is a straight-up bust.
Yeah, man.
He is terrible. He's false start penalties, letting guys through all over the place. The defensive line needs to step up and attack this guy because he's soft and he's not good. And it's the root. I'm telling you, it's like the root of all of Jake's, my roommate Jake's, like, hatred for the offense and how it's run. It's because that guy is still in the game.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's still playing.
He's like old Jason Peters, but now as a young player. That's amazing. But Sam, I mean, take a look at the game here. Raiders -3. They're home favorites. Eagles are +150 money line. Over under 49.5 points.
Under.
And we have a 39% chance to win. Yeah, absolutely. Hammer the under. Now there may be some scoring. I'm not ruling out that it's close, but this is not going to be a high. Here's the thing: it could turn into a fucking shit show. Yeah. Things could really get out of hand, and maybe the over will hit. But this is going to be a grind. The Raiders have no direction. Their locker room is fucked. I mean, the coach is gone, but how do you as a team recover from that, especially when he's using homophobic slurs in his work email with a gay player on the team? That's not really – I mean, granted, he didn't do it while he was on the team. It's from the past before that. But still, like having that a guy that's so affected by that in your locker room can't feel good for anybody. Nobody's happy about the situation. At least I don't think. And we'll just see, man, because they're gonna have a coalition calling plays. They're fucked, at least in my opinion. Yeah. But here's the thing about the Eagles is we also have a coalition calling plays. It's Jeffrey Lurie, Harry Roseman, and Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni's not actually calling them; he's saying what he's hearing. But so it's just the battle of dysfunction right now in the NFL. Even the Bengals are less dysfunctional than us right now. And the Bengals are like the most dysfunctional organization in all of football, maybe.
And I'm having a great time. I'm having a really good time. It's going to be great.
So tough. Good. So do you have a prediction for this game, Sam? What's the final score? Who's going to win?
Yeah, I got I have the Raiders. This one, 21-14.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I just don't think that the linebackers are going to be able to handle Darren Waller there. It's going to be bad.
That is going to be a tough matchup for our boys. Yeah. Alex Singleton is going to get burnt as usual. Yeah. But with that, I'm going to go with, I don't remember what I told Seamus G pre-show. 27-21 Philadelphia Eagles. Because I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what about these Philadelphia Eagles. They be fighting. They be fighting hard. I'm not going to give them. I see people criticize this team. I see on Kyle's really great like post-home game videos where he's waiting out in the parking lot of the Link. After the last game against Tampa, people were saying this team doesn't play with heart. They don't show hustle. I'm like, well, that's bullshit. That's not true. They play super hard. These guys are playing their ass off out there. They're not very good. But they're trying hard. We can't say they're not trying. We can say that about a lot of people in this city. We can say that about Ben Simmons. We can say that about some guys on the Phillies, maybe. A lot of issues. But with this team, no. The hustle's there. The Raiders are fucked. We're a little fucked, but I think we're less fucked because at least we have a head coach that we hired at the start of the year. So I think the Birds win it. 5-6. 27 might seem high.
That's high. That's high.
I guarantee you, Jalen Hurts will score. It'll be 21-20, and Jalen Hurts will score it in the last 5 minutes. He'll rush for a touchdown. Because he's not going to fucking throw for one. He's not going to throw for one. No, he's got 4 touchdown passes in 6 games. What the fuck?
Well, let's be fair here. A bunch of them have been called back. He's had a few passing touchdowns that have been called back. I will give him that. His stats should be higher because the offensive line keeps fucking up.
Sure. There's
been
receivers running out of bounds. It's been tough.
There's been at least 3 that have been called back just on Devontae Smith alone, and he's a wide receiver and he catches passes.
It's tough.
Yep.
But yeah, that'll do it for the Birds, man. But before we go, real quick, dude, hockey season is finally kicked off. We played 2 games. We won 1. We lost 1 in the shootout. The home opener was Friday against the Canucks. And then we played the Kraken. We won 6-1 versus the Kraken. 27 shots on goal. Hart let in 1 goal, but saved everything else. That was a much-needed quality performance from Carter Hart. Granted, it was against the Kraken, who are an expansion team, but we've seen expansion teams go to the Cup final in Vegas very recently. So that was exciting. And I just finally, for me, it's like finally this is Flyers hockey. Like this is what I was raised being told Flyers hockey was all about. Yeah. The Kraken came out, Dave Hackstall, former coach of the Philadelphia Flyers, now the coach of the Kraken, went, all right, I used to coach here. These guys are pussies. Let's just bully them. Let's just go out and bully them. And you want to know what happened? They got smacked the fuck around the ice.
That's so great.
60 minutes. Absolutely incredible. Many a fight. The guy, nobody knows who he is, but now everybody loves him. Nick Seeler. Absolutely. He throws a ref to the side. He reaches over the ref, grabs the opponent who's twice his size pretty much by the jersey, moves the ref out of the way with the other hand, and then they start going at it. And then as he's skating to the box, just the unadulterated rage and energy, just screaming. That's Flyers hockey. And our buddies, Chris Stumps and Danny over at the Liberty Yell sent out a tweet of that GIF of him just screaming at the top of his lungs as he's going to the box, going, "This is how you get Philadelphia to go to war for you 101 right here. Like
pretty much.
This is all you need to do. That's my guy.
I didn't even watch the game, and I already want to buy a jersey. Like,
yep. Like I had to keep myself from pulling the trigger.
That's pretty.
I've never seen this guy before in my life, but he's my favorite player on the team.
Yeah, definitely tune into the Liberty Yell to get your actual Flyers content. We kind of just talk about it and like shoot the shit about what we thought about the games and stuff. I just thought it was great that we beat the pants off of Hackstall's team. I didn't get to watch, unfortunately, but
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they pulled, and you know what, the game I did, I watched the at least part of it, the Canucks game, when they pulled it all the way back from what they were down 4-1, right?
Yeah.
And they pulled it all the way back to 4-4 to go into OT and then lost.
Yeah, lost in a shootout. Awesome.
Yeah.
Stump said this, and I agree. It's like a skills competition to decide a great game. Awesome. Sign me up. It's amazing. It's exactly what the sport needs. But I do understand, regular season, you got to move shit along. I get it. But it is disappointing to see the team go down like that, especially after they battle back. And it was good to see. It was good to see Giroux start scoring timely goals.
For sure.
A timely goal from Le Capitaine. It's just
how do you say that in French?
Is
he French or Canadian?
He's French Canadian.
French Canadian. So
is he French or Canadian?
I didn't know.
Sam, I was sitting when we were in the Poconos for the Liberty Line retreat where you were sorely missed. I was sitting talking to Stumps about hockey rules, and he was like, "Wait, was it you that doesn't understand icing, or is that Sam?" I was like, "It was me and Sam, but now it's Sam.
Now it's just me." Still,
I still don't get it to me.
I still don't get it. I'm the worst. I just
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's good for the brand.
It is good for the brand. I will say
it's good for the brand.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, man. Whatever. Keep an eye on the fly, guys, because this is an exciting team. Our new signings are making an impact. I think we had a goal from Cam Atkinson in one of these games. We got guys making plays, and that pleases me greatly. I'm not the biggest hockey guy. I'm not the expert. If you want that, listen to the Liberty Yell. Plenty of you already do.
Yeah, for sure.
I did inform Samuel of our victory. It was nice.
Oh yeah, that baseball. I was like,
yeah, actual baseball.
That baseball. I got you.
Not a real sport. No.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a real sport. No, but
would you like me to give him the? Would you like me to give him the sign off?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for listening to this edition of the Wolves of Broad Street podcast. My name's Sam Glavin. You can follow me at SamGlavin06 and follow my friend at Ryan Conway76. Seamus G making a quick appearance in there. Oh, there he is again.
Get behind the glass. Get back there. What are you doing?
What are we doing? Seamus
You're
G.
insane.
All right, you can follow, if that was his cue for me to say, you can follow him at SPGlav on Twitter.
It's at shamelessly SG. Right?
I just everything else is SP Glav. I don't know.
It is.
I took a shot in the dark. What do you want? All right. Also follow at Liberty Line PHL and see the libertyline.com. Buy a shirt and follow at Wolves Abroad ST on all platforms that have social media on them. Seamus G. Close us down.